TORCH. Now coming to the rubella. R for rubella, congenital rubella syndrome we have. It is also known as Greg's Triad. It is the most severe form of intrauterine infection. If the mother is having rubella in the first trimester, she got a rubella infection and she has a baby inside her who is having 11 weeks period of gestation. So there are, if the mother is pregnant with less than 11 weeks gestation and she got a rubella, there are 90% chances that the baby will be defective. There will be 90% chances that her baby will be defective. Remember that, important for the exam purpose. Okay, number one. Number two, this I told you. Yes, this I told you. Okay. And if by mistake after 11 weeks it has crossed and then the mother got a rubella, the chances of baby having defective will be drastically reduced to 33%. So this is a PYQ. Remember, 90% and all that. That is a PYQ. So this part we have done. This is the INI-CT question. It came in very back also. Which one has the lowest risk of perinatal transmission? I told you it is rubella. This patient had come to us. This is how the report comes. Rubella, German, measles. It is 45.9. Normal value they have given is less than 10, is negative like that. And yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what that you should know. This part is then congenital rubella syndrome. Cafe. Okay, it will come. Triad will come. And patient is similar like measles. Okay, measles. Remember cough, coryza, conjunctivitis, and rashes behind the ear, then the face, and then the body. That was in measles. But rash appear on day 1 and last for day 3. In the measles, it is fever with rash on day 4. In measles, you will have fever and the rash will come on day 4. But rubella, the rash will appear on day 1 only and last for 3 days. That is why it is known as 3 days measles. The disease mimics like a measles only. Rashes behind the ear, then the face, and then the body, sparing the palms and the soles. But the day duration is different. In normal measles, it is fever with rash on day 4. Here, the fever with rash on day 1 and last for day 3. Okay. And also in congenital rubella syndrome, very importantly, remember, yes, so we have Forschheimer spots. Okay, Forschheimer spots. This is red spots. Forschheimer has a R, so red spots over the hard palate, red spots over the palate. That is known as Forschheimer spots. Also, congenital rubella syndrome has a triad. The triad is cafe coffee day. C for, very importantly, C for congenital heart disease. The most common congenital heart disease in congenital rubella is PDA, star mark MCQ. C for the patient will have cataract, and D for deafness. D for deafness. Okay, so this is the triad of congenital rubella syndrome, congenital heart disease, cataract, and deafness. And the most common clinical feature, the patient comes to us, the most common clinical feature is deafness. Patient comes to us with deafness. Remember that. Okay. So this is what the picture I told. Everything is done. This is also done. Acha, which is the most common congenital heart disease and congenital rubella syndrome? The answer is PDA. And the least common congenital heart disease and rubella syndrome is ASD. This also question had come in exam, so I just thought of putting a star mark. Just remember this now. This is the fourth chamber structure of the heart, and the most common congenital heart disease and congenital rubella syndrome is PDA, patent ductus arteriosus. And then we have the VSD, and then we have the ASD. So the least common is the ASD, and the most common is the PDA. Remember, okay? Very easy. This I've told you. And will these torch people have microcephaly or macrocephaly? Everyone will have a microcephaly, and microcephaly is defined as head circumference less than -2 standard deviation. And I told you in the previous classes what are the causes of microcephaly in general. Remember, in general, down my car is there, down for Down syndrome, C for cry to chat, A for Angelman, R for Rett syndrome, and even R, remember, torch also has a R. Okay, so torch profiles babies have microcephaly. Okay, yes, in this only, in congenital rubella syndrome, two important questions they ask: where do you see salt and pepper retinopathy? Where do you see salt and pepper retinopathy? The answer is this only, congenital rubella syndrome. And where do you see blueberry muffin rash? There do you see blueberry muffin rash. So blueberry muffin rash you see again in a case of congenital rubella. So this is a blueberry muffin rash, and this is a salt and pepper retinopathy. MCQ, this is the blueberry muffin. So this patient also had come to us rashes like this, okay, all over the body, and he expired then. So blueberry muffin, remember that, okay, that you should know. How do you diagnose congenital rubella? So rubella, again, for everything, it is IgM levels, antibody levels in the blood. Everything is IgM antibody, remember that.